Buenas tardes muchachos y muchachas del chat, ¿cómo están el día de hoy? Bienvenidos a este nuevo stream del día 28 de junio de 2023, donde vamos a seguir jugando Final Fantasy XVI, séptimo stream. Y ya después de relajarnos al ver semejantes cinemáticas de ayer, hoy vamos ya a avanzar un poquito más en la historia y a ver si le damos un poquito a las cacerías que tenemos por ahí pendientes. Pero bueno, vamos a irle dando.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
¿Qué onda, señor Kurosawa? ¿Cómo está?
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the royalist movement?
Nunca es tarde, señor Kurosawa. Nunca es tarde.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Mire, lo bueno de los Final Fantasy es que cada juego es independiente, no tiene nada que ver uno con otro, así que usted puede elegir el que usted más le traiga y darle, ya sea que le gusten los viejitos, que le gusten nuevas mecánicas más modernas, más frescas, mecánicas por turno. Este es más hack and slashoso.
The conquering hero returns. And
I may have picked up one or two.
well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Sí, totalmente, o sea,
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion.
si quiere algo más clásico, yo le recomiendo ampliamente el 9. El 9 es muy bueno. Y pues es por turnos y está muy bonito, está muy padre.
The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting.
O puede elegir el 16 para estar en onda.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion.
El 9 está en todo. Déjale digo exactamente, pero está en absolutamente todo.
Meanwhile, the blight ravages great swathes of ash.
Mire, está en Switch. Bueno, está en PlayStation 1, que es el original. Está en Switch, está en PlayStation 4, está en Android, está en iOS, está en PlayStation 3, está en Xbox One, está en PC. En donde usted quiera lo puede conseguir. Está en PC. Sí, está en PC. Aquí le voy a dejar el link.
Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme.
Eso, el tercer aspecto, no tengo por qué responderse.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
Hoy solo podría oír, lo dice DJ Arnold.
Indeed he is. Which means all
¿Anda en el trabajo o qué onda?
is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal.
Pues mire, estamos... Lo bueno es que hay salud. Y Final Fantasy XVI para gozar.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Ya llegó el señor de la información certera y adecuada. Yo aquí jugamos creo que la versión de PC y la verdad se veía bastante bien, no tuve ningún problema.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good.
Dame cosas, señora.
Well, don't just stand there, go.
No.
Finished, are you? Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Me imagino que se refiere a la tipografía y a las cajas de menú, pero yo la verdad no tuve ningún problema con eso.
You'll not find a better price than that.
El examen de próstata. ¿Qué tiene? No me diga que es de los de el machote, que no me toque nadie. No voy a dejar que me metan dedo ahí. No. Porque si no me voy a hacer gay. Si es de esos, mejor no me hable.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
La versión de PC está muy bien, no hay versión mala de... No. Sí, no, de hecho, funciona muy bien. Y creo que estas versiones nuevas tienen cositas quality of life para que por si le da hueva levelear, creo que puedes poner que te suba un chingo de nivel o que te dé un chingo de ítems y cositas así, por si quieres progresar rápido, no quieres farmear mucho.
Back, are ya?
Tiene mano grande. Pues mejor, más rico.
So, what'll it be?
Espada de diamante.
Should last you a good while.
Por fin ya puedo craftear esta madre.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. And
Sí, ya no dan logros. Lo del dinero sí se lo recomiendo. La verdad es que lo del dinero sí se lo recomiendo. Y creo que también puedes aumentar la velocidad de las peleas. Sí, cómprelo. Acá lo jugamos. Creo que no me acuerdo si el Choco me lo compró. Tengo el 4, el Choco no lo he jugado. No me acuerdo si me lo compró el Choco o yo lo compré. Pero fue la versión que jugamos y sí. Lo del dinero sí úselo. Para que pueda comprar cosas chidas. No tenga que estar ahí como menso peleando.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the...
No. To share mine, actually.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you, to others, he reveals naught.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself or me, but until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right.
Sí, por lo general los Final Fantasy no son difíciles. Al menos como usted dice, la historia principal no le batalla a uno. Ya los jefes extra y cosas así, pues sí. Pero en general sí son juegos bastante amigables. Excepto el 8 nadie lo entiende.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it.
we're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Aunque estén explicados con las nalgas. Pero nada peor explicado que Xenoblade 2. Es el peor, güey.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she?
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Se dan un tiro.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully.
No tienen que jugar los 15 para jugar el
Not least of
16.
all Sid.
Cero.
You should tell him.
Nada.
You're right. I should.
O sea, estaría chido que sí los jugaran todos.
When you do,
Pero ya a estas
you
alturas
should
está
take Nick
cabrón.
with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Si pueden, yo creo sería... Recomendaciones mías, pues sería 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Y la neta sí me salto hasta el... Bueno, 12. Y luego ya me salto hasta 16. Yo por más que intenté que me gustara el 13, no lo logró. A ver. Ah, no.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal. And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water.
Barco volador en un Final Fantasy, eso no lo vi venir.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells put together.
Claro, Sidolfus.
Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard, but the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Tontito, haz el recado. Un barco que vuela, señor Choco, en un RPG. Eso sí es innovador. Eso nunca se ha visto. Me voy a sorprender. Tengo que entregarle el recado a este mono. A don Jetas raras.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this
Como
for,
que
but
por los pechos de Gregora.
won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gabonotto in here, will you?
All right.
Me agrandan el zurrón. Es el mismo que hizo que las pociones sean más efectivas, señor Rich. ¿Ya regresó a México o dónde anda?
Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work.
En el
LAX,
culerísimo aeropuerto, culerísimo. No tan culero como el de la Ciudad de México, pero sí está bien culero.
I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy.
Horrible, sí.
Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Benito Juárez tiene más cosas accesibles que el pinche LAX, Simón. Y luego siempre los vuelos hacia México desde LAX siempre te mandan hasta la verga y en una sala de espera toda culera, por lo general. Depende de la aerolínea. Huelen igual de culero.
You going after this? Which one of these two?
Aquí a quién elijo, señor Choco. Ah, no. No, bueno, digo, también Los Ángeles es 90% latino. Ok.
Gav, you're with me.
En una sala lejísimo, siempre aplican esa.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. Is the black
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dallamil. I'll go and scout the place out.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh?
No, ahí no hay,
Go letting them fleece ya.
ahí no hay Disney, ¿para qué voy?
I'd like to see him
Qué hueva.
in your own time?
No mames, Sidolfus me excita ese nombre. ¿Por qué se tuvo que morir, chingado? Un pan para cada colmillo. Voy a empezar esa también de una vez. Ah, no, pero es ¿en dónde es? Acá. ¿Y acá qué? Justicia implacable. Ya lo maté. La casa de Cletus.
My carpets have
the most fragrant herbs
Un
and
pinche redneck.
and the breadth of the twins.
Gone, just like that.
What's the matter?
I'd go and look for him myself, but loath though I am to rely.
I'll see what I can.
All right.
Puro anacleto ahí. La mandíbula. La chocoba.
Run like the wind.
Ah, mira, este es uno de la cacería, ni cuenta. Bueno, ya estando aquí. Ay, cabrón.
Your feasting days are over. All yours, Torgo. Want some more? I'm ready to
Muy rápido. A la verga, güey. Bajó muchísimo, güey. Ya me andaba saliendo del círculo, güey. Verdadero pollo loco. Señor Omar, buenas, buenas. ¿Cómo está? Gracias por la sub. Si le invierte puntos al Limit Break, le dan más barritas. Ah. Eso sí lo voy a hacer. Ya va a morir, güey. No te pases de verga, güey. Me vas a usar un pinche elixir, ni pedo, güey.
It's over.
Mi hermano subí de nivel.
Those who kill for sport deserve no
Pues
better.
viene por una misión secundaria, pero me apareció ese mono. Pues dice que le invierta la... Esto es para mejorarla. Supongo. Sí. Ok. ¿Qué? No es aquí. Hay que buscar un güey. Ah, acá está. Sí, no me importa. Expreso mis sentimientos, sí, no me importa.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Misiones secundarias aburridas, me valen verga.
My carpet. Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be trans.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keeping...
Tengo que ir acá. Deja muy rápido la tienda.
Leave some for the rest.
Oh, where did all men go?
Plates and pots. Bowls and basins.
Es más acá. Esta señora sí te vende pociones.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Particular.
An excellent choice. My thanks. An excellent choice. Fare you well.
No, I'm telling you.
Y ahora necesito ir a acá.
Just look at the detail. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Ya que ande ahí, haga todas las cacerías.
Dusan, I know you're keeping...
El peor es que pues no sé dónde están los monstruos. No he leído las descripciones. Ahorita le quería avanzar un poco la historia y luego hacer cacerías. Si me los llego a topar en el camino, pues está
Looks like I
mejor.
found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this stardust. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if stardust is what Blackthorn wants, stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. You just look like black sand to me.
Esto no es... Fuck. Ya, mis compas. Ya me puede ver. ¿Andaba en una junta o qué? Me falta una madre, una pinche arena. Aquí está.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
El comedor. ¿De qué privilegios goza a tener comedor en el trabajo? ¿Y ahora? Ah, chinga. Acá está.
You finished?
Enough. I hope.
El comedor es un cuartito de 2 por 3 metros. Puede ser.
You win.
¿Qué onda, Chazam?
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go,
Fui por arena. Arena mágica, según ellos. Porque vamos a hacer un barco volador en un RPG. Eso no lo vi venir.
feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
¿Cómo que ya casi me alcanza? Ya está en el New Game
I
Plus.
can count on you, Gav.
Está enfermo usted.
Likewise.
Enfermísimo.
So you keep sending me wherever you need, and I'll keep safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
La mayoría sale a comer. Que siempre está vacío. Pero ahí sirven comida o es nomás,
That's enough soppy shite for one day.
o es nomás
Better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his
para tener un
hammer
lugar
at
donde
someone.
sentarse.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets...
Como que así se llama, Final Fantasy Mode.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Pero le dejan... O sea, ¿sí le dejan todo lo que ya traía o tiene que empezar desde cero y es más difícil? Te trae la mayoría de las cosas. O sea, ya llega hiper mamadísimo.
Good day. Yeah. Sid.
The crystals we get from it.
We are to dig a new cellar. Ah,
Go.
give of axiom.
En God of War no se pueden saltar.
Right.
Qué mamada.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. And let her find out if this is just nerves. Or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was right.
Bla, 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 bla.
Seems
No me
Lawbrook's
importa.
pass is our best bet then.
Ok, ahora tengo que ir.
What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
No, de que salga ese Final Fantasy.
You there? Fuck! He's seen us.
Sí, sí.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. To me, Flames! It's over. This one. This one.
No, diga.
Over here. Give me.
Entonces ya me va a alcanzar en su segunda vuelta. Todo por un cochino trofeo que no significa absolutamente nada, Chazam, no mames. Pudiendo jugar otras cosas. Pudiendo jugar otros 3 RPGs.
Why were they here?
Está chido por el reto. Pero sí está más difícil o Nel. O sea, sí se siente más difícil o... Porque pues si ya le dan todo, pues ya llega bien mamado.
The crystals we get from it.
We are to dig a new cellar. So I shot that with and I see we what Quinn hot.
Ahora vamos al escondite.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Nivel 47, no mames. ¿Y como en qué nivel acabó el juego? ¿Como en qué nivel acabó el juego? 49. Ok.
Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often, or beat sneaking around on your time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Dan un chingo de experiencia.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need...
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Finished, are you?
$50, suena lógico. Suena lógico.
We're seeing troops amassing in every quarter.
Tengo pendientes este. Hay otro en el desierto. Creo que son puro desierto, ¿no? Este ni dice dónde es.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. All done?
¿Dieron fecha? No estoy seguro. A ver, vamos a ver. Según yo nomás dice Early 2024. Vaya por ese, pero no sé dónde está. No indica dónde. Sí, como marzo más tardar.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work.
Excellent.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all details.
Fulanita, güey.
What's her name? Right.
Fulanita.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then.
Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's part. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
Fulanita. Sí.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
El Persona 3, ¿cuándo sale? Ese es también a inicios del próximo año, chingado. ¿Es por aquí? Sí. También. Puro RPG, chingado.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Time to fight.
Está por aquí, güey.
Be safe.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor.
El enemigo favorito del Choco. Mike Wazowski, sí. Es el ojo de Monster Rancher. Su eso.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll...
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port of it.
Turun, tutun.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but the helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Vamos con el vigín. Sí, yo no lo entiendo muy bien, la verdad. Agradezco los subtítulos.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on... I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moondews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy yourself.
You too, Talia.
Mercadito.
Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally sprung.
Welcome. Come back again.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take...
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts? I'll find the other things we need.
Te digo que luego hay misiones que parecen secundarias que te las enjaretan a huevo en la historia principal.
You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts. Come and get them.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Buy, sell,
Or be gone. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Puro macheo de X,
And the Pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for Hippocrates to somehow turn all this into what... But before we head back...
Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for just being here. Reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith.
How could I forget? Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
No, pues váyanse juntos, ¿cuál pedo? Todo menso el güey. Está bien menso, está muy idiota a veces.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing up?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, could you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Es el mismo diálogo. Ni siquiera que le apriete una nacha. Pues ya he perdido, no mames, pinche güey todo menso. Es exactamente el mismo diálogo, qué chafa. Qué bueno que me dice.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Solo cambia el lugar.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
I think Mid might need some help,
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coat is supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
Que se iba a emputar. No, pues... También la otra no se puso
When I
celosa.
got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not
Displacement stacks.
same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision.
Ni movió la boca la mona. Más tarde.
It's finished.
Thank fuck for that.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, that's what she was meant to be. You see, but now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna...
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ándale, esta está buena. ¿Qué hubo, morra?
Well. Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, yes. Bunga's problem is, which is why I've been looking for some...
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper...
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the You pour the blackest blight water through it. So, I did a bit of reading about where... And do you know what I found now?
I take it that's where...
I sort of gone myself, but...
Bla, 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 bla. Anda contenta, ¿por qué anda contenta? Como que la guarrada, pues ¿en qué anda?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Babe told me she was building a ship.
A ver, la vasija, Sambreque. Ah, anda viendo TikTok. Con razón. Ahí vengo, esperen. Ahora sí. Ok, pues tengo que ir a cazar a esa madre, pero no sé dónde es. A ver, deja checo dónde es. Al parecer es por aquí. Ok. Que al parecer es por aquí.
Faster!
Acá está la vasija.
That'll do, girl.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. This one.
Perfecto.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs more than this.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I think Mid might need some help.
All right then.
A ver qué me da.
That's the stuff. You're a gent, Sid. Right then.
Pura secundaria ayer, señor Choco.
Have it. The Telemon Alembic.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward.
Don't be silly.
Ay, qué rico.
Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll...
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me.
Porque claro, para no construir una bolsa más grande, no, güey. Echarle magia a la existente para que le quepa más cosas.
Well,
it certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. And I'm telling you.
O sea, pero sí, o sea, pero para el barco ese sí, gasten todo. Morral mejorado. Ya ve, aquí es morral, no zurrón. Seis pociones, 4 ultra pociones, 3 y 3, perfecto. Hay una segunda mejora, eso es bueno.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on then. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all? crack the crystal too. You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's found.
Ah, pinche millonario el Choco, güey. No mames, cuestan 40,000 esas madres.
Hopefully it's nothing. I should
60,000.
speak to Blackthorn just in case.
La ruca. La ruca no era ruca, me salió ruquito.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers.
Amarilla. No, pues amarilla ya es ultra legendaria.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on, and you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass, perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd looking. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No, pero pues solamente tengo dos meses para ponerme hiper mamadísimo.
Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
We could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
No mames, Choco, dice el Shazam que ya me va a alcanzar en el New Game Plus. Está demente ese hombre.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torg?
So you can read. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now didn't like him. Which is, not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything,
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
A ver cuántos clips salen en Halloween. Ni uno. Ni uno.
It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections.
Hice la de que tuve que elegir muchacha, pero elegí a la Jill. Y dice el DJ que los diálogos son exactamente los mismos, que no cambia a quién eliges.
Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. And he's got more money than sense, which I reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric.
Sí, que realmente no varía mucho a quién eliges.
I appreciate the warning.
Y no se besaron. Nomás comieron allá al lado de un charco y ya. Entonces hay un Hay un color más allá de amarillo, como Patreon platino.
Norseman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but if we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing, frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope
Rojo naranja es el siguiente nivel. Exacto, señor Choco.
And that was long before the village was abandoned.
O sea, es la opción lógica.
It seems like a good place to...
Good hunting, Clive.
Bueno, el DJ la eligió porque quería que se pusiera celosa la otra, pero dice que no. Dice Eloy que fue con ambas, a pesar de que eso no es posible, a menos de que haya hecho un save. ¿Qué onda?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe a little. Listen. And eat. Sadly, that square, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Bit late for that, Oz.
There you are! What's...
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming straight, you get Clive to come to the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully... Well?
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted...
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the...
Do we have that much to hand?
No, we don't. And no, you won't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves... Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own.
All right. But that doesn't mean... Is there anything I can...
There might be. How do you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says.
Y si hay mucha diferencia, señor Eloy, en el...
These are. Little something Sid and I set
15 millones de giles.
And I reckon 15 million in hope.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe and all that.
Por eso es que venden los rollos de la música carísimos. Para compensar, güey.
Go. Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Bueno, aquí ya no. Por eso cuestan 40,000 cada canción.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The same Drake's fang is gone.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Sí se ve que es bien cabrona la de la tienda. cabroncísima.
Pardon.
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind step?
Casualmente era la misma habitación donde estaba el hermano.
I'm sorry if I've caused you.
That? He has been dispossessed of it.
I don't suppose a certain blade, a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool.
I don't suppose you saw the
I did not. No. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your...
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
¿O no? Estoy haciendo todas las misiones de este pinche juego porque el Choco no me diga luego que no las hago. Pero así le demuestro que la neta hay un chingo de misiones secundarias en los juegos que están bien aburridas. Yo por eso no las hago. También de hueva.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
There's a good boy.
Get him.
No mames, 20 de putazos está cabrón. Se pasa de maldita. Es una culera. Pero la waifu del Choco, así que hay que respetarla.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right.
I hear it. What? Well,
Bla, 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 bla. Así está pasando el Shazam, el New Game. Puro,
Pardon the intruder.
puro,
Too many to can.
Coming.
Trust Uncle Byron to find
Ah,
something
sí.
interesting right
Sí, ahorita, justo en esta misión.
now. Let's see what
Es que ahorita se juntaron dos
we?
dos misiones con ella. Y en la segunda se dijo, ah, mira, sabes leer. Pinche señora, se pasa de verga. Mira, no estás tan pendejo.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree.
You learned something about us.
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get us one hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought. Good luck on the battlefield.
Even so.
I think so, yeah. But there'd be no replacing this little rock one. I reckon we get a dozen swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield. Nah. No point trying to copy that. But finishing our blades with a whetstone, what's finer than just imagine it? I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be just...
I've been working day and night since I was half your age. Hey, I owe you one. August 2. It's good.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right?
Diseño de Excalibur.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Piel de Grimalkin escarlatita. Está bien mamada esa, güey.
Anything else?
Es una de las cacerías. Ok. Martas. Le tengo que averiguar dónde están. Mira, hay uno aquí, no había visto. Up.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star ruby is worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no. Anyway, why are you the one here asked it much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell?
Something like that. Most days I think he's...
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired lord, probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the
Ahorita
hideaway,
checo
but Otto's always been the backbone.
y le digo.
And when Sid passed away, we were...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? That, and you keep...
Tengo que ir allá.
No here.
Apareció de la nada.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Es por... Sí. Sí voy bien. No, todavía no alcanzo al Choco. El Choco ya lo va a acabar. El Shazam ya lo acabó. Y el Choco ya también ya casi. Están dementes esos hombres. De hecho, el Shazam ya está jugando el New Game Plus y ya me va a alcanzar. Y todavía no ha salido el verdadero Final Fantasy XVI. Todavía no sabemos quién es el Final Fantasy XVI.
If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Go, Torgal! Get him!
El Pikmin 1. Ah, el remaster. Sí, quedó chido el remaster. No he visto qué tal se ve.
This one. Get him! Get him! All yours, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Attack!
Ah, ya no trae product placement. Sí, pues eso tiene sentido.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
I noticed you and Torgal. So, I'll take... All right, now we know what...
Speaking of which...
You can, aye. In return, you can...
Oh, it's just...
Ah, Clark, were you able to look?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good, very...
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds me, do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role?
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Órale.
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has in short, the icons hitherto near at hand, and that number has only grown, as that one can but speculate as to...
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
Oh.
There's talk that the glass... How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Town?
My caravan from the Dominion's park.
Lady.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it's just Anne.
Oh, I tell them my...
You... Oh, and...
Oh, I...
What?
Long and blood. I don't have a scent.
Sí, 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 bla, bla, bla.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
Dios bendiga el fast travel y la carga rapidísima, güey.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
Goat. So Lady Karen...
Ah, she threw it right back in my face, in fact.
Karen
Sí, imagínense hacer esto, pero con un Play 4 y que cada que vas a un lugar nuevo, 1 minuto de carga, verga, güey.
Lady Karen, Go tells me, would you prefer the
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me. I may have tossed a talent, but those were donations. And
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who...
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it and taking... Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from... Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid who's beautiful. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just...
I hear you ended up thanks to this, I sometimes wonder.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then?
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him. How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... I forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first named her, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him who swore he'd do everything he could. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Chaleción.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
O sea, estas misiones secundarias sí están chidas.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Pero no, es más importante ir por arena.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
La copa llena de babas. A ver, es para el recuerdo, para tener un recuerdo más. Meteorito. A ver, creo que ahorita de misiones secundarias ya tengo todas. Entonces vamos a hacer cacerías. Grandes Sidolfus. Lo amo a Sidolfus. Me faltan un chingo. Y calmas. Se murió muy pronto. Hubiera estado mejor que se hubiera muerto más adelante. Todavía para tener más afinidad con él. Tengo que ver dónde es esto. A ver. Esto es en el desierto. Va a ser, creo que está mero arriba. Pues creo que es por donde andaba ahorita. Está mero arriba, ok. Creo que es por acá. No le he preguntado. ¿Sirve de algo?
Come on. Run like the wind.
Qué cagado y pensar que ahorita estaba ahí.
Dumb vultures. Preying on the trade caravans. You've picked the wrong target.
El pollo gigante. El kikiribu.
Straight home now.
Fastito calón. Black Dragon, muchas gracias por el follow. Gracias, gracias.
Well, Clive.
A lo verga.
Bigger sword.
Lo verga.
Finished.
Ah, sí, lo de las manzanas y el agua, Simón. Escarlatita, esa era una de las que necesitaba, mira.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Vamos a ver qué otra ¿Qué otra cacería puedo hacer?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
Dice el Choco que hable con este mono.
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
A ver, picalmas. Vamos a buscar picalmas. 7 calmas. Ah, este no sé dónde está. No hay video para ver dónde está. Pero dice que está... Choza abandonada, Dalmequia. La gatería. Una gatita que le gusta el mambo. Usted dígame dónde es. En el desierto. Todo abajo a la derecha, por acá. ¿Qué onda, Urse? No, todavía no. Ok. Señor Choco, nadie de los nadies más que usted quiere un Dissidia nuevo. Mire, Urse, para que vea. Llevo 59%. ¿Qué te está haciendo secundaria? Y esta no te la cuentan para el porcentaje. No mames, Dissidia está culerísimo. Sí, el peor invento. Pues es de los peores spin-offs de Final. La mera verdad. Ay, chinga, ¿y ahora para dónde? No mames, por acá no había venido. Dissidia, no mames, pero eso ni Final Fantasy es. A la verga. No había venido por acá. Pues aquí estoy limitado, no puedo pasar a casi ningún lado. Era por aquí. Aquí a la izquierda, por acá. Por aquí. Y calmas.
They don't look happy. Over here! This one. Go to him.
Pinches peleas aéreas, las odio, güey. Ni que fuera Xenoblade.
Peace at last.
Bueno, así ya está. Que pues realmente ya no puedo hacer nada. ¿Esa dónde está? Aquí no puedo pasar. Ah, por acá. Ok. Ok.
Come on.
Espérate, pollo. Choco, 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 choco. Es el choco. No, voy por uno que está aquí. No sé si sea ese. Es un AM.
Time to fight.
Mira, como en el Rey León. No es un A, es un C. ¿De qué habla?
Time for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to
Ah. Hay un cofre.
And then there was one. This one.
Sí, sí, sí. Con una bolita de fuego. Piel de Grimalkin.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Que dice que suba para acá. Meteorito. Los Chasam Tips.
Is it business or pleasure?
La morra del Choco.
Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
De cacería que nos falta, a ver.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
¿Qué están viendo? ¿Qué se supone que...? Ah, la madre es...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Medallón del Alto Clérigo.
Here you are. All done?
Pero ese debe ser nivel... ¿Qué? O sea, ese debe estar dificilísimo. Se descubrió un gigante celestial en las ruinas rosarienses. Hemos estado investigando, por lo que interrumpiremos de inmediato todo el trabajo en la región. Nadie ha de cruzar la entrada a la aldea, puesto que nuestra presencia podría perturbar el letargo del vestigio. Se prohíbe cualquier otro avance sin el permiso explícito de Sid. El rompemundos, ¿y eso dónde chingados es? A ver, deja ver un video. Ese está donde mató a los antílopes para darle el hueso a Torgal. No me acuerdo. Por descanso de Marta. Por acá. O por aquí. Aquí, ok. El descanso de Marte. Marta's descanso. Anda, lobo, sí, ando haciendo misiones secundarias. Qué milagro tenerlo por acá, oiga.
No need to ride from here.
No, al Shazam ya me rendí, pues ya va la mitad de la segunda vuelta. Al Choco, híjole, es que el Choco también va en putis. No mames, me van a coger, güey. Verga, se ve dificilísimo, güey. No mames, nivel 45. Tan dementes, güey. No mames, baja un huevo, güey. Baja demasiado, güey. No, baja demasiado, güey. Estoy muy underlevel, güey.
Come on.
¿Pero ustedes en qué nivel llegaron aquí? ¿34? Hola, perico. La bestia, güey. Arriba. Fuck. No mames. Ya muérete, güey. Ya, la verga, güey. Ah, qué difícil. Fácil, dice el Eloy, fácil. Subí 2 niveles a la madre. Oricalco. Espero que el Choco esté orgulloso de mí, güey. GG, dice el Chazams. Pues esas madres están buenas para subir rápido de nivel.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
¿Ya puedo craftear algo o no puedo craftear nada?
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear?
Uy, ya puedo craftear Excalibur, güey.
No scratches, right?
Ahorita estoy lo más mamado posible, güey. Ahorita traigo de hecho equipado uno que es para dar más experiencia. Ok. ¿Qué horas son?
Is that the thing Toes helped you with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
She said that?
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. Obeleth, have you seen Mid?
Yep. You in a hurry at all, are ya? But anyway, got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to act.
Thank you, Obeleth.
Don't mention it.
What
Todo,
tidings, uncle?
todo menso como siempre.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Well, the next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to
Don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but...
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
No, si era el escondite viejo.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Ándale, ya llegó hasta la vieja.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
La novia del Choco.
wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blind March is on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Good.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs
La vocecilla
between the
toda
Dominion
cagada,
and the
güey.
Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots's Traders Pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Che vocecilla cagada.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Pues bueno, ahí le vamos a dejar por hoy, muchachones. Ya tengo que ir a hacer pendientes. Pero me alegro de ya poder haber completado las cacerías y todas las misiones secundarias. Ya tener una espada decente. Ahí le seguimos mañanita. Cuídense y nos vemos prontito. Bye. Chau, chau.